What's going on, my people? How are you all doing? It's Kemal AA, and this is another video of mine. It's going to be a talking point video. Is top four gone? Has top four gone for Chelsea? Has our dreams of Champions League qualification shattered? We'll be delving into it. We'll be looking at Liverpool's, Leicester City's, West Ham's last 2 to 3 remaining fixtures in the Premier League. We'll be looking at Chelsea's last 2 Premier League fixtures. We'll be dissecting the whole situation and possible scenario. But my main question I'm proposing to you guys is top four officially gone for Chelsea? Not officially, because it's not confirmed. We still have a very good opportunity to get top four, but after last night's shock defeat at home to Arsenal for the first time since 2012, incoming 2012 jokes. But on a serious note, yesterday was a very disappointing, dejecting performance. It wasn't a poor performance in the sense of no one played well, because collectively it wasn't a terrible performance. It was we weren't clinical, and that's been the story of our season ever since Thomas Tuchel's walked through the door. We hit the bar twice, we should have had a penalty, VAR was turned off for the whole evening, Arsenal scored a lucky goal thanks to a Jorginho mistake, so there are many errors, a catalogue of errors that caused our defeat yesterday. But as a collective team, we weren't good enough, we weren't clinical enough, we weren't moving the ball quickly enough, we weren't carving them open. And it was difficult because Arsenal was sitting in a low block system, but we didn't have that creator to unlock that defence, and there was no urgency. Very lethargic performance. Now it's cost us. You know, Tuchel came out in the press conference and said that it was a wake-up call. Why the hell, at this stage of the season, after game week 35, does this team need a wake-up call? I don't understand. You know, I thought the West Brom game was a wake-up call. It was a blip result. We saw that. We then beat Madrid home and away. We then beat Man City away from home. We then beat your Liverpools, etc. Why does this team need another wake-up call? We have 4 remaining games. Push now. You're at the last 100 metres of that long 10-kilometre run. You're at the last 100 metres. You have to bust your gut at this point. You have to throw everything, throw the kitchen sink, put all your energy together, because then, once it's all done, you can look back at the season with a potential Champions League trophy, an FA Cup trophy, Champions League secure for next season, and you can go home, you can rest for a couple of weeks. Just push for the last 4 games. Why do you need another wake-up call? Now, we're now in a situation where we have to rely on other results, and I won't be delving into that right now. Now, the 3 teams that we are competing for those top 4 positions are as follows: Leicester City, West Ham and Liverpool, and Chelsea could drop out of the top 4. Let's dissect into it. Let's start off with Liverpool, because Liverpool is the biggest team that I'm extremely worried about, because they beat Southampton 2-0. They're running into some form, and tonight they have a massive game against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and tonight we're all United fans. If United beat Liverpool, we've got some breathing space. We've got some breathing room, and that does Chelsea a massive, massive favour. However, and this is the caveat here, if Liverpool beat Manchester United, they will then be 4 points behind us with 1 game in hand. Meaning, if Liverpool win both of their games in hand, they will be 1 point behind Chelsea. Liverpool have easier fixtures. After Manchester United tonight, Liverpool have West Brom away, who are already relegated, Burnley away, who have nothing to play for, and Crystal Palace at home, who have nothing to play for. Very, very easy fixtures, all winnable games for Liverpool, and after the United game is simple for them. They will be 1 point behind us. Let's look at Chelsea's fixtures. We have Leicester City at home, which is not going to be difficult because they're also chasing top 4, and they are currently 2 points ahead of Chelsea. Luckily, it's at Stamford Bridge, and we've got 10,000 fans at Stamford Bridge, and the players have to be on song there. We have to play a strong team for that one. We got the FA Cup final against Leicester on Saturday. We got Leicester again in midweek next week. We have to put a strong team out. The tactics have to be on point. We have to be carving these teams open. The ball has to move quickly. The midfield selection has to be on point. The movement in the lines, it has to be on point. Yeah, because we have to get the 3 points. From now on until the end of the season, every game is a must-win for Chelsea. So again, that's not going to be easy. Then we've got Aston Villa away from home in a final match week, and Villa have got fans in their ground, and that's not going to be easy because Villa have had a terrific season so far. Those Liverpool fixtures and those are Chelsea fixtures. We then move to Leicester. Leicester have got Chelsea away, which is very, very tough for them. But then they also got Tottenham as well in the final game week of the season. So it's not going to be easy for them, but they're currently sitting in 3rd position. They've got more points than Chelsea, West Ham and of course Liverpool, so they're sitting in a very comfortable position. West Ham are currently 6 points behind Chelsea. However, they have an extra game in hand on Chelsea, and if they win that, they will be 3 points behind Chelsea with all the same games played as each other. Look at West Ham's last 3 fixtures. They've got Brighton away coming up. They've got West Brom away, who are already relegated. Brighton are already safe. They've got nothing to play for, essentially. And then they've got Southampton at home on the final game week of the season, who've also got nothing to play for. Nice and easy fixtures for not only West Ham and also Liverpool. Both of those teams could easily secure top 4. Leicester and Chelsea got the toughest teams because we play each other. Now, that is a cup final in itself. And ironically, we got Leicester in a cup final on Saturday. We have to do the double over Leicester. We have to beat them this weekend, and we have to beat them next week. Chelsea, you have 4 games left. There's not that many games there. You've done amazingly well up until this point. There's 4 games left. Leicester in the cup final on Saturday. Leicester next week. Man City in the Champions League final, and then Villa away. That's all you have. You have 4 remaining fixtures. You win all 4, and we've had an amazing season. We got 3rd place, basically, because if we beat Leicester, we'll go above them. That means we would have secured 3rd place. We would have got an FA Cup. We would have got Champions League. Just win 4 out of 4. They're not easy fixtures. We know that. It's going to be difficult. Rotation is going to be required. There's going to be some players that are going to have to play really well in some games. I know fatigue is going to kick in, but tactically we have to get it spot on in terms of moving the ball quickly, carving teams open, setting up in certain and specific formations, picking certain personnel to counteract the other teams, the opponent's tactics, etc. And that's on Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel will have to take some blame for yesterday's defeat. And I know there wasn't a review yesterday. I apologise for that. I was unable to give you guys a review, but it was a dejectful, piss poor performance. Very lethargic performance. Yes, we deserve to win the game. But at the end of the day, that's football. You're not always going to win every game. But what I didn't understand was how we were not clinical. And it's been the story of the season. It's been a story ever since Thomas Tuchel's walked through those doors at Cobham. We haven't been clinical. And the priority has to be in the summer window that we either get a clinical striker or we get a clinical creator who's able to create chances, because we hit the bar twice. We should have had a couple of penalties. We scored a disallowed goal. The movement is terrible. There's no movement in that front three. It's not fluid enough. Unfortunately, it wasn't fluid enough yesterday. I'm not sure if that's fatigue kicking in. I'm not sure if that's because they're in the wrong system. I don't know what's going on. Even the fullbacks usually bomb forward, creating the overloads and the overlaps. You've got the front three who are usually fluid, they're interchanging constantly, dropping in the pockets of space in between lines, but it's not the case. Thomas Tuchel is looking likely that he will be switching formation to a 4-2-4 or 4-3-3 formation next season, and he will be implementing those tactics and changes in pre-season, of course, after he also integrates a couple of signings that he would like as well. But in terms of right now that we're utilising the 3-4-2-1 formation, there's some players in this squad that are simply not good enough for this level. Yeah, Tuchel has done a miracle with this squad. He's got the best out of every single player in this team. The best. He's got the juices out of every single player. But my question to you guys is, do you think top 4 is gone? Personally, I don't think it's gone. I think that we have a massive opportunity. But that Leicester game in the Premier League is going to be very telling. You win that game, for me, top 4 secured. Not mathematically secured, but for me personally, I think it's pretty much done. It's virtually secured. You don't beat Leicester, and we're in big trouble. We are in big trouble, and don't get me wrong, Leicester at home is not going to be easy because they have so much to play for. After their cup final, they're going to be gunning. They need to get top 4. They bottled it last year. They cannot afford to bottle it this year again. They just beat United at Old Trafford. They've got some momentum going together. It's not going to be easy. West Ham have got easy fixtures. Liverpool have got easy fixtures. Chelsea have to be on their toes now. Yesterday would have been beautiful. Secure the 3 points. Top 4 is virtually secured. But of course, we are talking about Chelsea. We never like doing things easy way. Honestly, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, and I expected a win yesterday. And it just wasn't the case because it wasn't our day. Football happens. It happens sometimes. Mistakes happen. It is what it is. But we cannot afford to slip up anymore. That is the only time that we can afford to slip up. We have to bounce back now. That should have been a wake-up call. That must be a wake-up call because we have to bounce back in the cup final. You beat Leicester in the cup final. Right, you can ease your nerves now. That's 1 trophy in the bag. We can then go and beat Leicester at home. Right, that means top 4 secured. FA Cup secure, we can go full throttle for the Champions League final. But we have to be on it. We have to be on it. It's as simple as that. Do I think we're going to get top 4? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's down to us. We win our last 4 games. We've got a Champions League, an FA Cup and 3rd place. It's all in our hands. Yeah? But that's the worry. We've got tough fixtures. We haven't got easy fixtures like your West Hams, your Liverpools, etc., etc. But what do you guys think? This is the question I'm proposing to you guys. Do you think Chelsea are going to secure top 4, or do you think we're going to bottle it? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. Who do you think was the worst player against Arsenal yesterday? For me, it's got to be borderline Kurt Zouma. Borderline Kurt Zouma because, yes, I know Jorginho was at fault for the goal, but the fact that Jorginho was under pressure and Zouma didn't find Chilwell, and instead he put Jorginho under pressure to make that faulty pass, and his reading of the game has been poor. So for me, Zouma was our worst player. What do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Smash like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.